answer these questions plus many more. John K. Oke and Princess Elesa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
It's DJ
Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
There's part of the many challenges in Liberia: poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment. The question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dela, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weah, I want to publicly apologize to President Weah. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Walker, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life?
Guess what? Then people come and pay. How we they eat here with me? Just start our men and they get it wrong. What's more than situation is taking from free bowl. What's that to you know? It's on say we the market here say na. We the model tap on never. Go running down.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping money, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue.
Okay, folks, Liberia.
I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue?
This is our country.
You not give him the people what they
45,000 square miles.
Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue.
16 tribes, 15 sub-political divisions.
You say you are going to change things.
Welcome to the biggest afternoon conversation, Freedom Hub 87.9.
We're not saying changes. You made the whole country divide into two.
And let me say thanks to our youngest chief and our lovely princess.
You wish
they were here giving you all of the information. And interestingly today, Princess is out for another schooling schedule.
Now you're rescuing. I said, oh, it's a rescue.
Well, Chief Oliver Khan, aka KOK,
You not give him the people what
is trying to make things work behind the scene.
let me ask you.
Well, folks, my name is Al Jerome Roosevelt.
That's what yama, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Liberia's capital, Monrovia,
Sama, 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 sama.
where Freedom FM is overlooking the capital.
Sama, 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 hey. Now ask you one question, that will you give the rest?
And someone said, don't tune.
You not give him the people what
The BBC is reporting cocaine worth 370 million seized in Liberia's biggest ever drugs bust.
you say you coming to rescue.
Imagine how these folks are tarnishing the country's reputation across the globe.
So you will be the hero for your experience.
And this is the headline on the British Broadcasting Corporation
No job, no food.
official page.
No chance for the poor. One
Cocaine worth 370 million seized in Liberia's biggest ever drug bust.
people they breaking.
The BBC is reporting.
Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you got no love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue?
And somebody said, how did we get here?
And you say you give the rescue.
When angels have turned into demons.
It's a rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made, you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I said, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama, 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 hey. I will like drama, 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 hey. I leave you on sama, 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 hey.
Okay, Liberia. This is your country. This is Freedom 87.9. And like I said, our lovely Freedom Hub Princess is on another schedule for schooling. And as the July 26th Independence Day approaches, well, our young guest and chief is Oliver Khan. He's not in here today, but he's working behind the scene to make sure things work. My name is Al Jerome Roosevelt, and those of you on the social media, I urge you to share this video, this program to other pages, be able to share the broadcast. And yeah, this is a sad day for Liberia, where, these things that are happening, very, very unusual, very, very unusual. And the people of this country have to know that Miracle Ketel, according to reports, she has died. May her soul rest in peace. Very, very shocking, very sad. With the kind of energy she put into the hive, into her system to get this news is shocking. Miracle Ketel is kind of heartbroken, but that's life. That's the possibility of life. Sometimes you want to give yourself hope. Sometimes you want to be broken down. Sometimes people live and you wonder how these things, you have to control them. But that's it. You don't have control over other issues. But folks, yeah, like I said, share the video to other pages and be able to share. A lot of things happening in Liberia. And come to think of it, you don't know how to actually handle things, and that's it. So may her soul rest in peace. Sometimes when you see people with energy, and you want to buy that aspect what the people say, red blood cell, red blood cell, immune system, this other system. But you look at life again, it's like somebody just controlling it. The person can just say, this is the time. And that's how things are. And it's kind of, it's sad. So Miracle, the action lady, Cartel, we like to say, well, that's it, folks. But in Liberia, plenty of things happening. Plenty of things happening in this country. And interestingly, this is year 3 with inside the Unity Party. We have a couple of newspapers to run through. Right after the newspaper, we're going to tell you a couple of things that you're going to get shocked. And when I come here, I encourage you to call some of the persons who do not have that capacity to have maybe the internet, the Android phone. Let that person be able to turn their button phone to 87.9 or get the radio to actually monitor all of these information, because it is actually shocking, disappointing to actually know that people who said they were so sophisticated, they have all of the contacts. They'll be able to move in the American government system to bring sanction on Liberia and the officials at that particular period. But today, come to think of it, all of what was said, well, they come to be lie. And like I always tell people, lie is the intentional violation of truth. And it's so offensive to the point that when somebody lied to you, it hurts. It hurts. Whether Liberians can learn from this aspect of propaganda into politics or into their communities, whether they will be able to learn, because come to think of it, I'm still wondering, the people who passed through 14 years of civil conflict will still be able to open their minds and ears into political jargons and believe that a person who was unable to take care of his life dash our country into a pit and believe you are giving Liberia to hands that would have taken care of this country. You didn't know that you are plunging Liberia into a disastrous situation that even the internet, imagine the BBC, on the BBC official website, on the official website of the BBC, and I see some circling government officials are defending this and say, oh, we're fighting the cartel. But we'll get to this place. We'll get to that. And we're going to discuss this. Look, if you ever voted for these folks who have lost the sense of belonging, you think how people can fight drugs cartel? And I'm going to tell you how the police chief is a shame to our country. He's one of the biggest liars in the country. And he's a disappointment to this country. I'm going to tell you all of these things today, just right after we have gone through the headlines making news. The police chief is an embarrassment to our country, and I will tell you why. Look, when people win elections based on propaganda or lies, as an opposition political party, when they get into the presidency, they should be able to transform themselves into people who will be able to take responsibilities and forget about lies and childishness and whatsoever it is. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that point. Let us run through, headlines making news. We have a couple of headlines to run through here. Let be able to run through these headlines. And then when we come back, we're going to tell you. It's sad, folks. It's sad. Very, very sad and very shocking, where in a country like you were moving your vehicle up front, moving, and you just turn the vehicle, you say, my man, can't go do test drive. Somebody just put the car in reverse, start carrying the car all the way back to the sea. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's obvious, folks. Ellen took the country from war and was able to turn the country over to JMB. How you people call him? JMB. Only for this man to put our country in reverse. And when you talk it, then they get angry. But today, we offer it. Y'all share the show and call other people who do not have that capacity to watch us on the internet to be able to listen to us on 87.9. Let us run through headlines making news, folks. Okay, it's time to rumble through a couple of headlines making news on some of the strong newspapers we have in Liberia. And our first stop is the Daily Observer on this Wednesday, 22nd July 2026. Front page, major headline. John Security Forces uncover suspected 50 million cocaine cash, arrest 2 foreigners. This is Liberia. Within 54 days, the government of the rescue, cocaine all over the place. And I see a white, individual right there on the front page of the Daily Observer. And he's looking very, very smart on the front page of the Daily Observer under this big caption. John Security Forces uncover suspected US 50 million cocaine cash. Liberia's ends very good ERTR rating, scores 80% in extractive transparency assessment. From executive mansion gatekeeper to prison cell, ex-president WIA protocol chief Fidan Bando remanded over bomb dispute, and the rescue mother, according to reports, spent the first night at the Soft Beach in Liberia. Controls were acquitted into limbo, sent 15 jurors to jail. Some was it, I think where you're on. That your drama now you're on. That your kangaroo drama now you people on. You will start and you will end. As far as he's concerned, he is a free man in Liberia. It says here court chose were acquitted into limbo, sent 15 jurors into jail, and that to do it for the front page of the Daily Observer. The back page balance headlines. The back page balance headlines. Sorry. UL agents, faculty defense, Mampaya, caused no confidence vote, misguided and counterproductive. The faculties union of Liberia University say that you're no vote confident in our president. We love our president. We want our president to be there. We do not want a counterproductive thing that will happen at the nation's highest institution of learning. And the university president is right there on the back page of the Daily Observer. Bassa stakeholders plans Independence Day activities in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. And when you head into Grand Bassa, it's so sad the signboard that said welcome to Grand Bassa. As soon as you cross into Grand Bassa, the first thing you see is mud houses. It's so sad. It's so sad. Since 2008, when I was taken in that part of Liberia, and I just went there a few months ago, and I saw the same makeshift mud houses welcoming people to Grand Bassa County. That is a shame. That to do it for the Daily Observer. Our next stop is the O Inquirer newspaper. The Inquirer front page, major headline. Guinea's decries political control of road regulation. Public Works Minister says there are a lot of things happening with this road activities. Every time the government tried to do their road, the other political party will come and say, that what project there? So he touches another part that what project there. So it's not easy. The blueprint that the Unity Party was talking about when Ellen Johnson left power, the CDC is trying to do that, and the Public Works Minister is getting very upset. The government uncovered 2 foreign nationals' cocaine cage. Minister Pia discloses. I said the drug bag. It remind me about the bread they used to call Sondon, Sonadon in a baby bag then. And I say in Liberia. Hey, Bwaga, you cry so how you spoil our country with drug. Grand Bassa stands over historic independence celebration. Stakeholders rule out 4-day cultural showcase, and that would do it for the front page of the Daily Observer. The back page balance headlines. LCPS welcomes resident doctors for academic 2026-2027. G7 plus sales for stronger election safeguard. And that to do it for the Inquirer newspaper. Our next stop is the Analyst. Analyst front page, major headline. Charlene Brunskin ascends to ECOWAS code. Liberia's female lawyer Sikeo stop regional judicial reposition. And she's beautiful right there on the front page of the Analyst newspaper. She looks very charming. She looks very beautiful. Someone said, Ajun, stop pressing the people woman, man. Stop pressing the people woman. None of your woman, stop pressing her. And Charlene Brunskin is right here. Look, those of you watching on the social media, look, you know, you got to see this woman. You have to see this woman on the front page of the Analyst newspaper, even though she comes from Grand Bassa County, but she's heading to the ECOWAS code on the big job. PI announces another record bust government descent on the GFK. Court overturns its own verdict to advise political resistance as Court J's juror. Samuel Tua said, y'all leave people here, man. Jeremiah, could you try, my picking? I will deal with you that thing where you are. And that to do it for the front page of the Analyst. The back page balance headlines. The stand demands US-led drug probe. Says trafficking impossible without high-level backing. Baba Molu say, anybody you bring the country big drug, you're not just take the drug from outside, you bring it. There should be people happy in the process. There should always be people happy in the process. Bono faces pressing night. George Fakai sends 8 million bail. With just previous file, UMU Churches Global clinches global award. And that to do it for the Analyst newspaper. Our next stop is the Heritage newspaper, the authoritative Heritage, on the front page. Sorry. The authoritative Heritage front page. Major headline. LTA eyes knocked out Liberia to replace TIA. Ex-WIA Nora Fina Bono J over 8 million bail. Court declares Ministry of J all 15 jurors over phone tampering scandal. Samuel Traja enjoys number 12 of story. The man say you're doing investigation. Your investigation you're doing, you're seeming coy. You say you do investigation, somebody temper with somebody. Money inside that temporary thing you're talking about. That your nonsense you're on, you're saying, I'm going to go by here. When you go to my house, I will go to the CDC headquarters. When you go to the CDC headquarters, I will go to the U.S. Embassy. When you go to the U.S. Embassy, I'm going to go to Chinese Embassy. As far as I'm concerned, I am a free man. When you try it, Bush will shake in this country. And Samuel Tua is right there on the front page of the authoritative Heritage newspaper. The men challenging the youth, this Waka government. They call it man. The back page of the authoritative heritage. Abuaka champions digital future. Liberia launches TSM second MCC compact. UN women strengthen CSOs. Morocco Benin dipping star. That to do it for the authoritative heritage. Our next stop is the newspaper. The news front page major headline. Another major drop box as government discloses seizure of over 100 million shipment of cocaine in Liberia. The other government are real fishy government. The government is fishy. The news front page. Another major job box as government discloses seizure of over US 100 million shipment of cocaine to Liberia. I see why everybody just rolling their waist. You know, when you're in a classroom, when something happens, you look at your friend look at you, look at your friend look at you. When the test hard, nowhere to spar, nothing to happen. That's what happened in Liberia. Finabodo sent to jail. The back page ballot headlines towards a quoted overthrowing new trial order as 15 jurors sent to jail. Lawmakers clash over concession committee hearing. I don't want to buy a job with it. Lawmakers turn to lawbreakers. ECOWAS order assessment of Liberia Guinea border tension, call for peaceful resolution. 2 dead, 4 injured. A commercial bus catches fire in Grand River County. Charlie Brunsky appointed ECOWAS court judge. And our last stop is the New Dawn. The New Republic, The New Republic front page is right here, is our last stop. Front page major headline. Another cocaine bust. Colombian Spain nationals in state custody. Suspend LTA commissioners and make corruption allegations. Overturning towards acquitted is a bad precedent. That is according to the judge. And folks, the first thing here is that we will go to the according to the New Republic, and all of the people were able to carry this story on how the government of Liberia decided to say, we don't want any argument. We will carry Samuel 12, we put it in jail. We do the one. So I want us to get something before we go to the drug issue. This is very, very serious. Let us get something from Samuel 12 case before we go to the drug issue. Now, let me go through a gist of what the Analyst newspaper is reporting. A single ruling has exposed deep fracture into Liberia's juror system and its fragile justice architecture by jailing 15 jurors and vowing Samuel towards acquittal. The court has framed juror tampering as a threat to democratic order. The decision raises uncomfortable questions about how verdicts are reached and who quietly shaped them behind closed doors. It also treads the telecommunication data into the heart of judiciary system in the country. Now, I don't want us to take too much time on this, but I want to do it like a passing. Because other folks, when something, it is not against you. You know, when you're sick, when you're sick, the people who telling you say, take a drug, you're confused. You want to get better. The people who telling you say, take a drug. Anybody come to you, they want you good, they want good. And you're looking for how you can get better. So you do everything in that capacity to listen to them. And sometimes some people delay in bringing certain things to you for you to get well. And I see some folks want to defend the kangaroo justice system that the Unity Party wants to open in our country. And this is scary. This is actually scary, disgusting, and this is not the path to follow, especially people who went through civil crisis. Now, put that into your shoe. If you want to talk to Samuel Tuer, put that into your shoe. Let's forget about this. Oh, it's Samuel Tuer. It's Samuel Tuer. Let's just forget it, because everything that is associated with CDC, you don't like it. Now, the law says, the law of the Republic of Liberia gives leverage to the defendant that we are going to select jurors. We will select the jurors. Those of you monitoring me from the market, and those of you who monitor me from your home in the slum communities, the jurors are our witnesses, like common citizens. They don't have no knowledge in law school, but they use the common sense to tell you, say, Mr. X is wrong, Mr. X is right, the other man is wrong. So the government go for those people and bring the people into a case. Now, if anybody do not have interest into this, that means you do not love Liberia, because tomorrow, when we go for election and the Unity Party lost the election, you know what they're going to do? Folks, they will do as they did in 2017 and say, no, we're going to court. And in that courtroom, they will change the results. And at the end of the day, those of you who do not know what is happening, who defending these things tomorrow, you have your family members, your children, who are already preparing their lives. Look, some of you who are 20 years old, 21 years old, 24 years old, you in university today, you graduate, you should be thankful. You should be thankful, because people who went through the war, they had a beard before they enter 8th grade, 9th grade. You know why? Because every time they made an attempt to go to school, there was a bomb. So it tells you that this country is moving gradually to the path of peace. So all of these things that we're wanting to bring war in the country, these are things that everybody should fight against. The law says, the law is clear, that when the juror makes, or when the jurors make decision, you know what happened? The Supreme Court, the judge who presided over that case, they get anything to do with it. As long as the jurors made that decision, or the decision is made, and they go to their houses, the law said in 4 days' time, 4 days, the court should be able to grant the man who won the case his certificate of freedom. Yes, that's what the law says. That's what the law says. 4 days. Now, the case here is that the government went to case. And trust me, the people were not at Samuel Tuer's house or at the CDC headquarters. They were not sitting at the U.S. embassy. Or they were not on Waterside, sleeping on the market table. They were under the jurisdiction of the government of Liberia. It even gives, so if anybody wanted to do their dirty work, they would have done that during the process, because that was the law said. If you see anything talking, say it. I'm making this simple to you so you can understand that it is not about CDC, it's about the country. It is not about Unity Party, it is about the country. Because yesterday, as you people dancing today and think that, oh, that CDC, that Unity Party, people danced yesterday for Taylor. They didn't know their family members would be caught in crossfire. They didn't know that the bullet does not pick and choose. They didn't know that people will have sex in front of people. They didn't know that the Dupo Road massacre would have taken place. and they were dumping innocent people in holes. When you push people to the wall, these are things that happen. And if the CDC of George Weah can lose power and say, let's get the country to Joseph Boakai and his folks, it is not to violate the law and you find pleasure in it and you think it is good. No. So because Samuel Tuah doesn't work for the Unity Party, or he is not a member of the Unity Party, so you think it is good. I hear some of you say, the Cinco call them back. You stupid. Trust me. You stupid. If you are the one, you agree? Because you people do not appreciate saying the truth. Everything associated with CDC, you must do it, even if you can sacrifice Liberia. And that's where you want us to go. And some of us say, no. If that person were your father or your brother, they take your brother to court. Your brother finished winning the case. Where they took people from communities. They call them jurors. And the people say, oh, they mayor, that they may not for the man. So the man do no wrong. Then after 4 days, they should have given your brother the certificate to say he's a free man. Then 10 days later, 10 days, somebody come out and say, oh, yeah, he tampered with me. If somebody was tampering with you, why didn't you raise the crimes at the court when you had all of the power? They took the man home, then they coming back and say, oh, yes. That is, look, imagine justification. The Cinco that say that the Cinco that called the man back. And you find government officials will be talking about the rule of law. Look, as far as I am concerned in this country right now, there is no rule of law in Liberia. No rule of law. The time you had to play your political game, when Samuel Tuah was in the courthouse with the jurors under the jurisdiction of the government of Liberia, because the government of Liberia has 3 branches. And I don't want you to say it is not the government, that the court. The court will not function when there is no executive. The executive will not function without the legislative. So these 3 branches work together. So when the court is holding somebody, imagine the court charge somebody for corruption, put somebody in jail, somebody will say the government is doing well. My here not empty like your own. And then the man went home. Now, even the most popular game in the world, what we say football. You draw your team, I draw my team. Your player go score on his own team. Your player score. Who you think they will get that goal to? You think they will give it to the player? Because when they give it to the player, automatically it becomes weak. The game will not have no interest. So to avoid that, they will give the goal to the opposite team. And every time people do certain things that are, you keep scoring, what they say is a temporary game, fraud. So you go to the court, and the juror went home. They see people who voted against Samuel Tuah and say no. Samuel Tuah found guilty. That they see people they brought back. What kind of sense it make? What kind of sense it make? Even if it is on the football field, they will get a go to the opposite team. They see people who say Samuel Tuah, you are guilty. The 3 person, that the same 3 person, the government went back, brought the people back from their homes and said, we were tampered with. So they are forcing the people no to be yes. And I agree with Samuel Tuah. I agree with Samuel Tuah. And if we have to fight in this country to give our right, we will fight. What nonsense is that? If they were to do it to you, to your mother, to your father, to your sister and brothers, will you feel pleased? Will you feel happy? And that's why sometimes I read to talk to Boakai, you can get very, you people don't understand plenty of things. When some of us talking what we're talking for, even physical things, don't go there. Spiritual things, don't even go on that meeting. Because we understand these folks. We understand them. What is the logic? What is the logic? You know what the people are trying to do? They're trying to test the water of all of the opposition political parties, that tomorrow when they cheat or when somebody beat them in election, they will come out and want to steal the election and go to court, where they will do their kangaroo thing that they wanted to do in 2017. Samuel Twe, if I were you, if they won't put me in jail, let them go put me in jail. I will not submit to any court. And they won't put me in jail. And they won't put me in jail. Let them go to my house, carry me. I'm going to no court house. I will not subject myself to any court. That's how you deal with these people. That's how you deal with them. You go score some Lone Star in Nigeria playing. Nigeria go score their own goal. Then you say, oh, no, they're going to go to Nigeria. What sense does it make, man, people? What sense does it make? What kind of sense it make in the country? Look, the CDC are listening to you folks. I listen to you. And I hear you talking about, oh, we will stand. Because you people in the hurricane of the CDC, when you say things, you don't do it. I know you're afraid or what? You have people defending you. When the people see you, they be moved. And I'm watching because you people say you are going to take stand. And I'm watching. Because this is a test for the 2029 election. There is nowhere what the Unity Party government wants to do under Joseph Boakai works. It doesn't work. Nowhere. I mean, the way I hide, the woman I hate, they're like rock. My friends know. People who know me know. I will say to my house, y'all won't go put me in jail, y'all go put me in jail, but you people will not put me in jail from the court. See now how you people want to do. You kept the jurors. You kept them. You are the people feeding them. If they have phone, what was the connection? Samuel Twe made no contact with them, no call, nothing. Seamlessly, you say you sending the jurors to jail, but you keeping Samuel Twe as a free man. You shame. You won't take that decision, but you shame. And let me send a caveat to you people. That job you get as a vice president. For me, I'm not going to accuse you what Samuel Twe said. That one that your friend team. When Samuel Twe giving you all the money, that one that your business. But the job that you have as vice president, it is because peace is in Liberia. That is why Jeremiah Kun is the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. That job that Joseph Boakai has as president of the Republic of Liberia, it is because of the peace that we have in this country. The defense minister, the police chief, the minister of commerce, the minister of public works, all of you, the position you have today, it is because of the peace. And I can send this caveat to you people. You should put this into your head, from the president to the least man in the government, that when you try to make that chicken air bust, everybody will smell the sin. And let's see who gonna be using Seri in this country. We'll see it. We're gonna see it. Look, when we were coming up, the guys in Clariton, one big brother was saying something. You know, he said he was lecturing with the guys. He took a car to the garage, the Clariton Brochure fee, and he was having a conversation. He said, if anybody try in this country, we will divide the capital. We will divide the capital. At that period, Charles Taylor was elected as president. We didn't see it happening. We saw that happening. So it better that Jeremiah Kun, in your young age, you want to enjoy your vice presidency, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. Joseph Boakai, in your old age, you want to enjoy your presidency, go ahead. Nobody disturbing you. You have 6 years to do. But if you find pleasure in violating the laws of our country, and you think you can go to the extent of jeopardizing the peace, trust me, this capital will be divided. I can say this for sure, because you got in the presidency by the law of the country. You got in this country, in the capital of the presidency, because of the peace. Let's enjoy the peace. Let us enjoy the peace. When the juror said that Samuel Twe is free, and in 4 days, Samuel Twe should have been given his certificate as a free man in the country, and you waited for 10 days, delay behind the scene, because you want to set a record, a bad precedent for our country, and you think everyone will swim in that nonsense? No, there will be checkpoint erected. Because by law, Joe, we are talking phone and call you as the winner of the election. We are not fighting war. You didn't go into the presidency because of war. You went into the presidency because of the constitution of our country. And that should be respected. From the presidency to the civil servant or the least man in the country. That respect should be there. Because nobody, I will not sit there and allow the CDC government to do this to any United Party partisans. I'm not going to do that. And this is the time that people within the CDC stand by their wall. Stand by your wall. That if the United Party government try it, the case will finish with long time. We're not even thinking about that case. Y'all go look for a different case. Y'all bring it to Samuel Twe and y'all want jail him on different case. But not they won't. Not this one. If y'all try, we divide the country. People who can fire gun, that gun they can understand. Chancellor felt that he understand gun. That lawful said bring gun, they move him for him power. If Braka and his folks do not want to learn and think that, hey, taking Samuel Twe to prison by force, the shock that this government will see. Y'all better that nonsense. Y'all better go to your meeting and trash that nonsense. Then you go tell the people, family member, you go throw them in jail. The way you not get sense, you say you're running government. You're already suffering the people out of shame. You people, I don't know why you say you educated. Look, this is the only country that the people brag about education, but most of them, they don't create jobs. They just concentrated on government. You will find a man with master's degree. The only way he won't do that to go work in government. They only work. And when he gets that work, the 6 years, he's not going to do nothing. So he wants to be there to be tampering with the Constitution and strangulate the other group of people that at the end of the day, they will stay onto power. But I can tell you people for sure, if the government of Liberia that I know, those of you who voted for your Unity Party and your Braka, you better go tell them that nonsense they want to do to Samuel Twe. They should never pull the trigger. Because any trigger that is pulled by nonsensity, it will be thoroughly resisted by any means. I see people in the CDC, they are beating around the bush. We are political. Look. You're taking with the people easy. They drug sucker them. They cocaine sucker them. They criminal them. You're taking with them easy. These folks are not people that you can take things with easy. Then you will hear Braka, it's the Constitution, we are going by law. Cocaine old man. And when you talk to them, they get angry. You speak to them, then they get angry. You think me, I get down for you. I get down for you. You're spoiling our country. You're damaging the country. It is a shame. The sin code called the member We're talking about Cinco call who member. We're talking about the laws. We're talking about the laws. We're not talking about who call who back. Three people voted against the man. The same 3 people who voted against the man, they are the same 3 people that the government said they were temporary. Okay, the Supreme Court said, even though by law it should not be, that when the jury come down with their verdict, the Supreme Court has nothing to do with it. Everybody should go home. After 4 days, get the man his certificate. And if no qualms is raised during the sitting of the jury, nobody should go to the hall and bring complaint again. That's what the law says. But because it is not your brother, it is not your sister, it is not nobody who works in the Unity Party, so it makes sense to you that the Cinco call the member. What kind of talking? What? I mean, to live with stupid people do it how? But what you do that the country you find yourself? That the country you can't do anything about it. That thing you defending, if it were you, will you defend it? You have a lot of cases, and you say Samuel 12 stole 19 million, go for that other case. And you say you have mop up SSR, go for that other case. You said Samuel 12 stole rest money, go for that case. But that particular case that you're forcing, that case, if you're forcing, the see where you want force it to bring to undermine the constitution of the country, the law, you undermine your work. Because I can still remember, for me, I had a friend, because I know no human being on the earth can do anything to me. You know why people can say he's the slim guy who cares nothing for sensual pleasure, nothing for comfort or praise. He's believed and determined to do what he thinks is right. He is a dangerous and an uncomfortable enemy because his body, which you often conquer, gives you too little purchase over his soul. You know why people say that? Because I don't find pleasure in wronging people. There's no pleasure in assisting to wrong people. But if you think you can do something to me, bring it on, let's see. I still remember the fucker with the CDC headquarters. 2011, if I'm not mistaken. November 7. When Alexander Bieda announced that the government of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf had fired the first gunshot live bullet on peaceful citizens, I was on Macklin Street at Kings FM. Let me tell you. So you think I'm coming to here to put people in front and stay behind? Who was on live radio? It was Lawrence Kwawa. I don't know if Lawrence still remember. And Lawrence came from the studio and said, "My man, the thing got it serious." And we asked, "What happened?" He said, "Ellis said the government shooting live bullet, the killing people." And then he said, "Jerome, go connect Ellis." So I said, "Where?" He said, "In the studio." I said, "No, I'm heading to the party headquarters. I want to see for myself. I want to see what's happening there." So the point I'm making here is that if you think I'm calling on people to say the man who sits as a minister in his office, that he's supposed to enjoy his work based on the peace, but he thinks that he wants to stay in power, so he wants to jeopardize the peace of the country by the law, and some of us supposed to sit and watch. We're not going to watch that. That is a crime. If the government does that, that is a crime. Infringing on the rights of peaceful citizens, that is a crime. And if you try it, the country will be divided. I'm repeating. Go look for your cases that you had. You used to be saying 5 ball missing, 16 billion missing, the other billion missing. You all go bring all those cases, you all go to the court. But if you try this particular case, and you people think that some of us will sit and watch you, me, I will blame the hierarchy of the CDC if they sit supinely and allow these folks to do what they want to do. Because this is a recipe for a cheat for the 2029 election. And all of the efforts you're trying to do today will jeopardize your efforts. So if you sit and watch Baka and his criminals, and a bunch of cocaine sellers. You wait for another 2036. Y'all go ask the UN people, but when the UN people, the UN people saw me that day, the only thing they gave me some kind of pass I used to keep. So I held the pass in my pocket. I didn't show that pass, but they saw me that day. How operating? The next week when I went to the UN office, one of the boys said, he said, "You must be a friend of Jerome." The prayer I see Jerome yesterday. I saw Jerome yesterday. The reality is that we are Liberians. Let us work in the interest of the country to move our country forward. That will be okay. And I repeat, today when you see 18 years old, 17 years old, 16 years old graduating from school, it brings pride to the society and the country. Because right after the war, it was not happening. It was not happening. Every day you go try to go to school that bomb. You go try to go to school that fighting. You go try to go. So people grew up. Sometimes you see 30-year-old man, 35-year-old man in not second grade, but 7th grade, 8th grade. And somebody who already lived his life, who is heading to the graveyard, then you want that person to come damage the children future who trying to build all their life? And you want to plunge our country back, and you think we're supposed to sleep on it? No. So if you try it, we will divide the country. The place you people want to be violating the laws, you can be there. If you choose to take the capital, you'll be there. If the other people choose to take where they want to respect the law of the country, they will stay there. Then we'll see if there will be signing concession agreement. Then we'll see if the vice president will drive from the capital city freely to go to B Mountain in Grand Cape Mount County. Stupid people. This country belongs to everybody. If Samuel Twe, if the juror says Samuel Twe is not guilty, y'all forget about it. Y'all get a man freedom. It didn't a Bwaka country here. It didn't a Bwaka republic or Bwaka grandfather farm that was just supposed to say, yes, sir, Unity Party, yes, sir. I'm going to try it, I'll see. Let's go take calls, and then we'll come back, we'll talk about the jokes, because the British Broadcasting Corporation posted on their official website a serious negative news about Liberia. And this is not the news we want to hear. So the first segment, we'll talk. And I want you, seditious Liberians, start getting prepared. And this is not about Samuel Twe. I want you to understand this. This particular decision, it is not about Samuel Twe. It is about the country and the Constitution. That we do not want the 2029 election to be tampered with, as the folks want to do to the Samuel Twe case. Because they're testing the water. So if you do not take action today and think that, oh yes, but the sin code that call the man, that the sin code that call the man for, that the sin code that call the man again. You can understand yourself? Let's go to the line and talk about it, and then we'll come back to talk about the drug issue in the country. It's getting very rampant, very serious. Very rampant, very serious. Let's pick up this call. Those of you who, hello? Yeah, welcome. Hello?
Thank you so much. Getting me?
Yeah, just hold it there, missing. Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Oh, come on, you.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Alison.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm not talking. The speaker have people like you, maybe 3 or 4 persons like you, including AD Gossip. The United Party would be able to understand that we have opposition. But we have some of the people that can be there. You know, they're so afraid to speak. I love the way you're talking. We are pushed and we are willing to resist any action against Samuel Twe. We enough with our people to give us the courage. They are so afraid. Why the United Party will be playing for in this country? International community is very, they don't want to talk. what they want to come to start bringing peacekeeping in Liberia, what they will do, they want to come and because
your line is cracking. Sorry, your line is cracking. Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Hey.
I'm okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. They are 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
There are 3 parties come for that. Even there are 3 parties only. 1 party was there that question asking. And you the party. The woman you free is not fine. You're 2 hours work. The woman you free is not a party. But the past one I look at. The woman I'm here, okay. I was I want help.
Okay, and trust me, that there is a strong network issue. But those of you who are there wanting to be part of this discussion, you should call. And I hear some people, me, I'm not going to create enemy for myself. You get people that want to destroy your children's future. You only care about yourself. You think the United Party people are sound people? Let me be able to check. Yeah, and the network is showing on the telephone, but let me check it up. Let me get a phone. I don't know if even the phone has password, but keep calling. Yeah, those of you who know the 2 numbers, call us and be part of the discussion we have. Our next topic coming up, the drug issue coming up in the country. It's getting too rampant, very rampant, very, very rampant across the country. Yeah, very, very rampant, very, very rampant. Yeah, so 0776 104 104 is the telephone number. 0776 104 104 is the telephone number right there. Be part of the discussion as we move on. We will talk about let me call the phone off and put it back. I want to talk about what the BBC is reporting. Whenever you see the British Broadcasting Corporation reporting these kind of information for your country, it's kind of dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Yeah, okay. I think I'll call the phone and put it back. So let me take some calls. Hello? Hello? Yeah, welcome. Your name and where you calling from? Hello? Oh my God. Hello? Welcome. Hello? The internet is bad, but we'll try to continue. Hello?
Hello.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm John Blackie calling from Old Rosemar Road.
Yeah, from Oro, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to say thank you for the opposition not to kill. If the opposition will be to kill, they do what they do to not to do it. People feel don't do that. They get it. Because it's not for them. But those the opposition not to kill, so that when you just say now, people just be what about nonsense. So what you're talking is so.
Okay, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from? Hello?
Calling from Grandpa.
Yeah, from Grandpa, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there's another issue of the area where they said the jury all agree that you are not guilty. Then again, they arrested the mayor usually on Facebook.
Yeah.
That the next to jail. So how do what issue going about this Samuel Tower business now? According to all hearing that he brought the juror there, is that true?
No, Samuel, as a matter of fact, the investigation that the court called for, according to the court, they said there was a phone placed amongst the juror. Now, the jurors are in the care of the government. With that phone, no contact from Samuel Tower, no call from Samuel Tower, nothing. The same people who voted against Samuel Tower say, the three people, that the same three people, they say, somebody temper with them. Yeah. Yeah.
You were there, anchoring them, carrying them. They are false jurors that were brought by Samuel Tower. So, how can it be true that they may, in the full court, do they call the question, or get a person number?
No, the failure is, if they took the jurors to South Beach, to the Monrovia Central Prison, and they believe that the jurors were tempered with, why they allow Samuel Tower to go up to today, they say Samuel Tower are free men? Because they don't have a case. They don't have a case. They don't. Thank you. Now pick up this person. Hello. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Louis.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah, if it's go ahead.
We thank you very much. Louis, let me tell you, our people for citizens that they are making us, they are still very disgusting that we not there. Our land to get on speak. And they say, they think, come on, we'll get to protect when it's not starting. The last time all the protest movement will go and stand, we can get on the street to call the international community. What they are doing and proceeding in the country is not good. There are people saying, our family will be calling press conference, before the press conference, you will talk, press conference. Yeah, the people say, you will think,
yeah, and I'm sorry, but the line is hello? Yeah, welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
My brother, I want to ask you. You see, the rest of our board discussing about the same person who vote again. And the person again, what you say, the person is voting against the person.
Huh? You say what? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello? Wow. The telephone is cracking. I'm sorry. Hello? Regular caller.
Thank you. Very much, my brother. You said it all my son.
Yeah.
And we will not be learned. We will not be learned for the just issues. They say they want to get a degree with it now. That was actually the full question. Just a pop up. I want to ask them, when they do them, when they start there, when they get them for 3 months, that I'm through with them. They are through with them, or I'm through with them to fall. That was the other people there, for people to go in the place there. I thought we're keeping the ear out. Or this is a person if I have one. I want to know that. So they call up the and I'm going to say, I'm going to know for them. When I see this, they are keeping them. So they comment, they don't go for the 7-7. And they say, they are keeping them
Okay.
So the vote that Waka put.
I tell you, the line is kind of cracking. I'm sorry, but that's how it looks. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, your name is
Yeah,
where you calling from?
Oh, yeah, my name is Ishmael Sion, commonly known as Wycliffe, and I speak for Japan Freeway.
Yeah.
What is going on in our country currently? We see this here, if we not stand on our feet and resist the people, it will be bad for us. Just remember that I can listen to the people say they will start from the surrounding, they will eat the surrounding, then end of the day when 2029 approaching, then they will get to the head of the CDC. So if we not resist the people, what the people starting, that 2029 they try to play with you. So we have to stand on our feet as citizens to fight for our people, for our head.
Okay, we'll pick up two or three more and then make it a day. Hello?
Yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah, thank God for not giving you and myself.
Huh?
I said thank God for not giving you and myself. Straight to the point. My name is Melvin Moses Dolake, calling you from the Stephen Thomas Estate. Yeah, man. You see, this country, the damn United Party country, they say Liberia. After the Americans changed our country to Liberia, a nation that loves another is a nation that he will bless. We have to love one another. Someone is a man with a godly heart. As for me, in my case, when the judge have already set me free, I will take my work to my horse and I will get in my comfort zone. Let any other man come and get me out of there. My brother, this country is not a United Party country. They say Liberia, we have about 5 million population. We are not going to allow these people to rule us. That the father ruling is for us.
Okay. Second to the last. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello?
Thank you very much.
I said it. Yeah, go ahead.
And to Mama Middle Liberia, this is Joseph Colley calling from New York. Look, you see, this is what we told the people. These guys are there circumventing the rules. Look, Laura Mususka was found guilty. Let the jail. Went and released that one free. Samuel Kile is not in government. He's not in authority. You're talking to court. The court set the man free. And then still, you are still behind one man to just see him behind back. You see, the mindset of a lot of these guys, we left the war. What I men have not left the war. The war mindset, they know that video attitude is still in them. Then you get that authority. They are now the authority that they have. These are the things that we are advising people. The accusers, all of them. We have left the war, but the mindset of the war have not left them. They are fooling the generation back. The future of the nation, they are fooling all of what they are doing. Because this is not conducive. It's not good for the nation. You can't be a leader. You are not a king. Okay? To be circumventing the rule and just starting people around who you want to go beyond, you go beyond, being very selective. This is not like you that the people vote you for. This is not the authority that they give you abuse it. You look around when you go and you back there, you put in jail. You just do very crazy thing.
Okay.
Which is listen to them, but now to be able to see between the lines. Who is that can love the country? God bless you all, brother. Take good care, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And sorry, those of you you know, the local law, it has a very serious issue, and we were trying to. But let me, before I go to our second segment, you know, I'm a person who love to take some experiences from the Bible and bring it into the political thoughts and then stretches into your private life. But let me just say shortly, you know, David used to be somebody that is loved. And you see the way seditions love George Weah. But the kind of way the citizens there used to love David, it was hard. And there were 4 or 3 giants who used to really, they wanted to die for David. Shamak, Eleazar, and Beth-Tibeth. These are 3 giants. And they were part of the people who, when David said he wanted to drink from his own community, and they went for the water, they brought that water. It was like, you see lawful controlling the Freeport, controlling Clareton, controlling Vartan, but a couple of parts of Vartan was kind of a battlefield. And you had Chastity people on the 2 main bridges, but they couldn't cross. That entire Vartan was like a no-go zone. So Chastity sits in the mansion and say, hey man, in Attington, there was a well there, or at the Freeport of Monrovia, they used to bring me some kind of food. When I eat that food, I can just go sound to bed and I dream some good dreams and I would think about my mother. So some people, some of you saw them, like Benjamin, then they cross. They go to Freeport, they bring us in the warehouse, they bring us exact food to Chastity. Chastity say, the food here bring here, that the food here, boy, you share blood. So for me to eat the food here, no. They love what you show me. I will not eat the food. That's how I was looking. So when David said it, Beth-Tibeth, Eleazar, and Shammah, they were the 3 people who went. I just want to give you small analogy before I go to the drug issue. And then they brought the water, and David was shocked how those guys brought the water. Because they used to love him. They wanted to die, they themselves, for him. But you know what was the cause? It was God who was making all of those Egyptians, including those 3 generals, that loved David. It wasn't because he knew what David, or he was a shepherd boy, or he was a king. No. This message goes to the people in the hierarchy of the CDC. When you see poor people loving you, for no reason, they can kill themselves. And President Weah is not the only man who plays soccer. So when you see poor people loving you, it is beyond what you see and what you want to understand. So anybody who wants to infringe on the rights of those people to delay their progress, you should be able to stand with them, because it is not about you. You can't go hungry. We will not take a phone one day and go beg somebody, say, I want you or I want you. But the poor people who believe in him, it's not easy on them. They're able to do it. But yesterday, they can still kill themselves for drug. You find somebody in the US, they living their life, they working, they wake up early in the morning, they go struggle for that money. They take it, they get to somebody that they don't even know. All because the person supports drug. You think that normal thing down there? Let Mimi will take your money and say every month, Jerome, George will say, Jerome, buy the 1 year. Hey, you know. My man Jerome something will say, Jerome, my man, check your phone. You think they're doing it because my name is Jerome Roosevelt? It is a spirit that is attached to Weah to lift the poor people. That's why when Weah does something, he doesn't care. He like doing good. Because his life is to carry the poor people across. So you have to take those challenges. And that's what David was doing. David was playing with the people's intelligence. So you know what happened one day? Those people used to love David so much. Until soon you put your money on David, they will tell you something that you not even want to hear. And you not care, if care is not taking, they will kill you. Yes. So when David sung took his position, we'll talk about the drug issue. I just want to give you some kind of knowledge. When David's son took his position, then David and his men retreated. Beth-tibeth, Eleazar, and Shammah, they put together brave soldiers and they chased David's son. What's his name? I will get his name. And they killed him. When the people finished killing David's son, David said he won't eat. He saw. Because he was somebody who loved his children. Like some of you, you love money. Some people love their children. Some people love women. You know, some people want to go city when their money lost, they can draw off from city. They want city again because they want lost money. Some people sleeping when their children get sick or die in the city, they can jump from city. Hey, God, help. They don't want it. That what can move them. Everybody has what can move you. Yeah, that's how we're looking. For David, that his children are used to moving. Now, why other son die, he say he won't eat. Like the same thing he go carry. The people sacrifice their life. Your son told your position. The people went and sacrifice their life. Then the people kill your son. Then he said you won't eat. For the first time in the history of Israel, nobody went to David. They called David by his full name. They say, oh, so he's sitting down here. That means the spirit of love that God put over them, God finished taking it from them. So the children said, oh, they don't call David King David. They don't call him chief. They don't call him king all live forever. They call him full name that they equal. The children said, oh, so if we're going to die, that's how you're coming to behave. Your son and all, we went in battle. Your son wanted to kill, but we overpower him. You say now, you say, you now want to eat, you feeling bad. The children call him knee 3 times, 4 knee, a 4 knee. He knew straight something will happen. They're trying to draw us out. He got to his head. It was not about because they love him. It was because the attachment that God placed. So David called the children by and said, I'm sorry. For the first time, David had to apologize to Shammah, Beth-tibeth, and Eleazar. He apologized. He went to Tabor. He ate. He had party. The point I'm making here is that when the poor people in the CDC put themselves together and they want to die for their leader, though we are not in community, but citizens are going through a lot. They can fight, people can cause them, people can do this. So when it is a time for the hurricane to stand up and give the people courage, they should be able to do. They should be able to do so the people can know, say, yeah, they see me what I can die for, he can die for me too. Because God has made us, God said life is give and take. When you're not able to give me, you can take something. When I'm able to give you, I should be able to do something for you. That's why God said life is give and take. And he said, those that love me, I love them. So like, y'all sit down there, Unity Party people be acting crazy on y'all. Y'all sit down there, we hurricane the CDC, then Unity Party people say, no matter what, they can accept result. Then you get the poor man will be waiting for another 6 years. You think Joe will be able to go hungry? No, he can't. No matter, I don't care the war go 10,000 years, Joe will not go hungry. But those poor citizens that believe in him, that God connect them with, they ought to go hungry. And so when people believe in you, you should be able to believe in them and stand for them. And we're watching this Samuel 12 case. Don't make the people ever go in vain. Because Unity Party is testing the water, folks. Okay, thank you. Let me go to the drug issue. You know, the CDC people say, man, don't let me. So they don't let me. The Unity Party go back anyway to them. But I get time for that one. But I just like to say the truth. That's the truth. When people show, you know, like I said, people in America, they don't know some people in community. They just see on Facebook, you praise Georgia, they take the high-end money they give to you. They're 26 coming out, so people now say, oh, let me do that for the person. The person can talk for CDC. The person can talk for Georgia. Yeah. So the hurricane too needs to, the people don't want money for you. You show that, yeah, you're brave. I put the Unity Party people on there. I mean, I brave human being. I'm brave. I can't put people in for now and stand behind. I say, I go ask the UN people. That day they saw me on the city November 11. When I went to the office, they said, hey, that boy, hey. Marcus said, the way I saw Jerul yesterday. And if you can recall, there were some young folks that made call at the CDC headquarters on King's FM that night. Those folks were in front of the Sierra Leone embassy. I gave the phone to them that night. He said, I didn't mean I refer to United Party people, stupid people. But here's what on the UN headquarters page. It says here, a huge quantity of cocaine has been seized during a raid on a suspected illegal storage facility near Liberia's capital, Monrovia, in what authorities say is the biggest drug bust in the country's history. Now, BBC, video and photos released show dozens of sealed suitcases and boxes inside a lorry that investigators believe contain high-grade cocaine. Let me drink my water. Where is it? High-grade cocaine. They don't say kuch. Y'all dancing here yesterday. We got dancer. He just kidding. They want BBC is saying. Now BBC running campaign for the people of Liberia now. Police chief, no, not police chief. Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say about the police chief. That man can lie. So, several people were arrested during the raid in Drazon, a town about 20 kilometers, 12 miles east of Monrovia, including 2 foreigners and several Liberians. No formal charges have yet been announced for those arrested. It is unclear from what the drugs originated from to come into the country. But let me tell you something. Some things, no, God is a mathematician. God knows how to work math. Yeah, God knows how to work math. Joy we are less better than he had. Joy we are dead. Joy we are died. Joy we are against Steve. Joy we are dead. Joy we are kidding our children. Imagine somebody sit in their home and say, Joy we are kidding. Hey! It was good that President Weah had to send, to say yes. To say, y'all get a country to the people. It was good. It was actually unique. And it was perfect, folks. The BBC is saying that high-grade cocaine, 3 million, over 300 million worth. In a country, hey, my people, and you wonder how these things are happening, how the people of this country voted, and what did the people say would have happened if George Weah had left the presidency? How things would have been, folks. This is it. This is the republic. The British broadcasting is saying there are nasty things happening in Liberia. Even though people who are in the United Party, they say they're fighting the drug cartel. Hey, my people, are you people killing me? Why can't these folks be fair for once? It's all crime to be truthful. It's all crime to be truthful. That the United Party people will say, we are fighting the drugs cartel. You see how the government arresting this, arresting that? Look, if you cannot be truthful to the people, I will complain you to the Liberian people and tell them the truth. Now listen, folks. The greatest country on earth is the United States of America. How did the U.S. fight Venezuela and threaten Mexico and Colombia? How did they fight drug? The U.S. government took jet planes, jet bomber, to go over the sea and fight the drug cartel. Liberia president is traveling. He will ask for some other private jet. But they want you to believe that they are capable of fighting the drug. Hey, folks, the greatest country on earth, the US, that is well sophisticated. Sometimes the US will send 20 jet planes over the sea, 15 jet planes, 30 jet planes to go and fight drugs. The people, the minister then who sit in government in Liberia, that we don't even have the capacity to remove the Guineans from our borders. They come and tell you that they are prepared to fight the drug cartel. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look, it's this country, the image of our country is damaging. The government is incapacitated. The government is weak. The government is struggling. And I listened to the police chief. He said, look, go to that video, folks. I want you to go to that video. What did the police chief say? What did he say? Sorry. What did the police chief say? He said that is why we told you that we are following the drug cartel. And this, what you see today, is what we started yesterday. Now, the information the police chief is giving to the public is a blatant lie. It's ridiculous. Because the country is porous in its borders point. The entrances, they are weak from the free port of Monrovia to all of the borders in the country, including the airport. They are open for sale. And so I do not want the police chief to come and say it is because of the police performance based on the initial investigation. The fact is that the initial case is different from this one, folks. Nobody should lie to you. You know how it looks? It looks like you have a hospital. Then the people pull patient. While you're working on the other patient, then you tell the man, oh, they think that, what will I say? Maybe you say typhoid. You say, but we can handle the typhoid case. You go, no. They bring another 10 patients before the day, and then you say, no. And I told you, I say that the typhoid I can control. No. The point here is the government is overwhelmed. The government is struggling. The government do not have that capacity. The system is weak. If the government cannot have the capacity to remove the people from Guinea and take our land, do you want us to believe that Joseph Boakai and the old Liberia that we know, the cocaine republic, the drug republic, is capacitated to fight drug? Now, removing the Guineans, it is just 1%. 1% of fighting the drug cartel. So it is not possible that the government of Joseph Boakai or the government of any presidents in the Republic of Liberia is capable of fighting the drug cartel. No. No, folks. Mark my word. The other day I was telling you people, I said, I was making an analogy from the free port of Monrovia that we used to go there at skates to go do cup for rice. And Anthony Stevens was my witness that day, and he nodded his head. And he said, oh, yeah, I can remember. But he was telling me behind the scene. And I told you in public that we used to go to the Freeport to go to call for rest. Now, the logic I was making there is that we who used to leave our horses as kids to go in the Freeport of Monrovia, where you see the city build-up, where you see the, how do you call them, the fishery and the LPRC, those were places that we used to pass to enter the Freeport. So those guys who were entering directly to go to the port, they will not carry a cup. So we carry the cup. When they use our cup to measure the rest, the half cup, the 1 cup, the small one, they will give it to us. When they come out again, they will give it to us. When they sell the rest to the market with me, they will give all the cup. The cup, that is, we get them cup, they give our rice. The last one, what I have. The point I was making there is that it is not possible for people to be talking about 90 million drugs and you think that everything is out of the country or everything was leaving. No. I was telling you that it is a possibility that bulk of the drugs or some of them were staying in the country. So today I click and watch and say, yes, I'm a free person. And that is why it is important to always be truthful. Did you ever think that a unity party government will be talking about drug? Did you ever think in your mind that people who came, that there will be no drug? And I listened to the police chief and said, oh, we did all of the tests and we knew that it was cocaine. 1-2 weeks ago. 1-2 weeks ago. 1-2 weeks ago, the police and the Liberia Drug Enforcement said there were no equipment to detect whether something is a drug or cocaine. How come the police chief is telling the country that they tested it, they already know that after the testing, they know that cocaine? Now, the reality here is that the people who are doing these businesses, they are listening with government officials. It is clear. Whether the vice president, whether the president, whether people around the president, I don't care. What I'm telling you that people who work in this government, they are clear knowledge that, hey, the people are bringing drugs into the country. Mark my word. It is not the first time. It is not the second time. It's going to happen repeatedly. You know what the police director was telling you? It's like a doctor tells you, I'm going to eradicate malaria from Liberia in the next 3 months. And there will be no malaria in Liberia. How dare you? Malaria looking like friend to Liberians. The way in the US, when you get malaria in the US, they pour all kinds of things on you like an emergency. But somebody can get malaria in Liberia and live like nothing happened. The man will go to work, the man will come on work, the man can be taking a medicine income. So the point I'm making here is that Liberia is a transit point for drugs. Bouaka cursed our country. Bouaka damaged our country. Bouaka destroyed. I don't want to say destroying our country. He has already plucked our country into things that we didn't expect. The president who violates the law. People go to Capitol building and say, oh, you will be speaker. I am the speaker. You are not a speaker. I am not a speaker. They go to the court. The court said all those things that you people doing, as far as we concerned looking at the laws. The law says Fonati Kofa is the legitimate speaker of the Republic of Liberia. Bouaka comes on and say, we will work with Koron. Check from Tobo Town to this town. Check those of you who are here Tobo Town. Check from Tobo or Caribbean, from Tottenham Town up to this town. Check. What kind of president told the people that he will work with Koron? The president won't be crooked. The vice president wants to be crooked. The minister of information is a I don't know how to describe him, pathological liar. And when it comes to the police chief, it baffles me why the police chief is just all want to play like a flag. We're talking about DEA or LDEA. Let the DEA talk to us. Look, The police director, he doesn't know what he's doing. And to him now, he not do good thing now. Criminal. That man a criminal. Look, the man is saying that from the day we started, we pulled the trigger. We told you we were doing investigation, and we have arrived. Look, the doctor who received that patient, that typhoid patient yesterday, and we bring in another typhoid patient, it doesn't mean that, hey, because he's working. We are telling you because the hospital is overloaded. It's overwhelmed. You think when they put Ebola patient in the hospital, meaning the hospital doing well? No. That's a problem. There's a problem, folks. Look, for me, I'm too sound to be fooled by these political buggers. Trust me, I'm too sound to be fooled by people from the Unity Party. Huh? People just bring it drug. Then you say you fighting drug. That's not how people can fight drug. As they were putting the drug in the United States, from the border point and the sea, it's not that America was not fighting drugs, but drugs were arriving in America every day. But when Trump came, Trump said, will you bomb? Will block our borders? Will you racket? Will you bomb? Plane to bomb the people then. You guess so? Look, all of you in the Unity Party, you people are shameless. You people are shameless. Look, be real for once. Come up to the people and say, the country is overwhelmed. We are under attack. The people bringing drugs into the country. This is ridiculous. And imagine the Unity Party people telling people, let's join hands and fight the drug issue. It is not political. If we're not radio, y'all come and cause your big cause. If they were not radio, the cause are coming cause you Unity Party people. Oh, so when you people in power, it's cool. Everybody should say, yeah, let's do it for the country. But when other people get into the presidency, then the president killing people with drugs. Look, the drug issue, as far as Jerry Roosevelt is concerned, it is not my business. It is not a Liberian challenge. It is a Unity Party challenge, and they must be able to solve that challenge. They should be able to solve their business. Look, ask yourself, why we didn't have the kind of issue during Ellington, during the weird time, why we having all of these things? Imagine, in the last 54 days, we having close to $500 million drug issue in our country. $500 million? And you say, oh, let's join together, we'll fight the drug. The time you should have fought the drug, that the time we're coming, you don't know early and drug we are. But you say that drug we are bringing drug. Drug we are doing the drug we are doing that. Joseph Boakai bringing drugs in the country, folks. Joseph Boakai will go take people clean that he will not pay for, and they will open corridor, then they bring the drugs in the country. Tell them, say, Jerry Roosevelt say, Joseph Boakai is selling drugs. Tell them that. Tell them. Look, in like bro, we say, what we can say, it is not, what other can say that thing? Now crazy woman can born one child, Imagine the people were brave yesterday. They were telling you, drug we are selling drugs, drug we are killing their parents, drug we are doing it. Oh, a reach your time, we say, for the sake of Liberia. If it were Cummins, if it were Alexander Cummins, I would have defended the government. If it were any persons that contested in the 2023 election, I would be defending the government here. But a bunch of cocaine sellers, bunch of stupid people who are unpatriotic, who lost the sense of belonging. Then when they get in power, they say we should worship them. There is only God we can worship. We don't worship people who stand with their 2 feet. No, we don't worship them. We don't succumb to criminals. We're not going to buckle. The police chief is the issue, is the problem. The vice president is one of the problems. And the president dances to these things. The poor will give you car, they will give you plane, you just join inside because you're president. Then you open the corridor for drugs in the country. Then you say you're fighting drugs. Look, you mark my word. Mark my word. As we speak, another bunch of cocaine somewhere. These people then told you they don't have any machines. Huh? They don't have any machine to detect whether the powder is a cocaine or is this. So how come the police chief is telling us they did a test, they know that cocaine? Now it's simple. It's simple. John told the police director and his friends that, hey, the same cocaine we brought, we have the same cocaine. Simple. That is muff detection. It's simple. Not like nobody to fool you. The country is overwhelmed. The government is destroying the country. The president is ashamed. Liberia is at a time bomb. The United Party government is another disaster in the country. I don't know how we go here, my people. That is a shame. Your call, let us go. 077. And that's the problem when you vote for old man who is surrounded by a bunch of criminals. That's what you get. When you vote for old man who lost his left foot and his right foot and just in a circle of criminals, that's what you get. You want to be happy now. Oh, the way we told you were doing, that the result yet, that lie. Police director, you are a criminal. Say, I just say, I don't get time for you. Let me get the number so you people can participate and we leave from here. This is Freedom Hall and Freedom FM, 87.9. Liberia is at a crossroad. You should continue praying for this country. Praying for this country. Let me see. Pray for the country. You get a country to one cursed old man who do not have the sense of belonging, damaging our country, plunking our country. Every day bad news. Every day bad news. Every day. 0776 104 104 is the telephone number. 0776 104 104. Hello? Hello? I hope the telephone line will treat you well today. Hello? You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from. 1 minute quick. We don't have the luxury of time.
Thank you. The official spokesperson for the Venezuela movement.
Go ahead.
I dream of Campbell. After dream, it's still trouble.
Serious.
You cannot know what the people yesterday were passing all around with drug issue. So to me, I believe that I do have bringing drugs for Adilu. They don't even know what they're doing. So the whole thing of watching nice. Because now they are in power and we see drugs coming. There is no clear investigation that we are seeing up to today. Even the one that says the person all around that are medical impact it. So the way we say it, they will not have one. So the captain is very possible to when you're going down in the thing as you know.
The country is going down. Thank you, Wulu. Hello? Yeah, welcome.
Thank you for that. So that thing of still unfair that all our children will go for a sector. For them not getting
Thank you so much. The Drug Republic on Bwaka. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Drug Republic, Cocaine Republic.
Hello.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Banovi.
Go ahead.
The Bwaka government is to damage us.
I tell
and
you.
the reason why they take John Weah from the chair, they run politics, they take open for in the chair. We suffering, we know how living Liberia. Liberia damage, Liberia poor. By all looking at.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
My name is Emmanuel Kazilo, calling from Peking.
Go ahead. Thank you so much. We'll pick up this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you for your call. Please, tomorrow I want to talk to your radio station to tell you something, please. I beg you. I'll be there after the
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's pick up this person. Hello? 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 Oh my goodness. And I tell you, the phone pumping. Yeah, but let me see if I can come at you. I kind of confused, but let me pick up this person. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, welcome. Go ahead.
Prince Saleh.
Yeah, from ERW, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, thank you for the discussion afternoon. I'm surprised to see John connected.
Yeah.
Because people say we are bringing the John. But then we are not saying the John that God did the one can yesterday. The higher John, that one in a point story.
Sure.
Yeah, that one in a point story. The government last only the people. So go to the now. Go to the day again. They will come say, oh yes, the people they just see every play. Oh, they say, oh, they found the John man. That's not my here. The people get more to do. But the people they flash they get it. Well, they just so
thank you. We'll pick up this person, maybe 2 or 3 calls and make it a date here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Huh?
Yeah. Hello? I tell you, the nowhere is kind of but yeah, that's it. That's it. We have to go, folks. We have to go. And Liberia will never burn. This country, as far as I'm concerned, this country seeing any human being right now. The point here is that Liberia is older than any Liberian as we speak. So it tells you that this country doesn't belong to Bwaka and his bunch of cocaine seller. Nobody should infringe on the rights of any other citizens. If you are elected by the people, go and do the people's work. Any attempt to undermine or usurp the function of other government officials or branches, you will meet tough resistance. It is sickening. It is sad. Imagine drug, not even tablet, cocaine, just put it in the country. Every day, drug business in the country. And the 3 suspects, before I go, folks, the 3 suspects, the police chief, Greg Cuomo, the vice president, and the president of the Republic of Liberia. They are the 3 suspects as far as we are concerned, because these are the people. These are the people. The question is, why always the police chief is running behind the drug thing? When we have the head of the DEA, how drugs will be flying every day in Liberia? Somebody needs to tell me if we have another Liberia somewhere. Because this is not the Liberia we envisage. This is not the Liberia we asked for. This is not what the people of Liberia voted for. This is a shame. This is a shame. And we are going to keep our feet busy chasing the information, using our phones and our contacts. And we're going to get the intel. Today, when you go on the BBC, you go on Al Jazeera, Deutsche Welle, Liberia needs sport. The country needs damage. But we'll be here tomorrow. The entire team will be here tomorrow. Let me say thank you. Our lovely princess, she wasn't here today, but I believe she'll be here tomorrow. Wherever you are, princess, in your classroom, learn well, learn well, learn well. Bagu, you strong, princess. We'll get your back. And our young chief continue to do what you're capable of doing. Oliver Khan, aka KOK. My name is R. Jerome Roosevelt. I'll be here tomorrow. The slim guy who cares nothing for sensual pleasure, nothing for comfort or praise. He's believed and determined to do what he thinks is right. He's a dangerous and uncomfortable enemy because his body, which you often conquer, gives you little purchase over his soul. Thank you.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you.